Good afternoon, everyone. So for this lesson, we are going to focus on the third topic, the self from the psychological perspective, and it is by Carl Roger, the self concept. So let's begin. So Carl Roger is a widely regarded as one of the most eminent thinkers in psychology. He is best known for developing the psychotherapy method called the client-centered therapy. So he is focusing to the feelings of the client and the emotions of the client and the reports of the client, and for being one of the founder of the humanistic psychology. So he was an American psychologist and among the founders of the humanistic approach and psychology. Okay, so that is Carl Rogers. So according to Carl Rogers, Roger rejected the deterministic nature of both psychoanalysis and behaviorism. So, nag-focus si Carl Rogers sa humanistic, okay, as said a while back. So, as we do because of the way we perceive, okay, so our behavior daw, okay, is depends upon the way we perceive the situation or our environment. So sabi ni Carl Rogers, no one else can know how we perceive. We are the best experts on ourselves. So yung nakakaalam lang self mo is yourself. Okay? And the way you see, the way you look at yourself, the way you look at your environment, the way you look at the world, it depends how you perceive it, how you interpret it. Okay? So the central to Roller's personality theory is the notion of self. So nakafocus tayo ngayon sa self. Ikaw at ako, yourself itself, or the self-concept. This is defined as the organized, consistent set of perceptions and beliefs about oneself, about yourself. Okay? So, the self is the humanistic term for who we really are as a person. So, pag sinasabi natin humanistic, kung saan binuo ni Carl Rogers, it talks about the person itself. Okay? It doesn't talk about other stuff. Nag-focus tayo ngayon sa mismong self natin. So, the self is our inner personality and can be likened to the soul. Ayan. So, parang soul daw natin ang ating self. So the self is influenced by the experiences as a person has in their life and out interpretations of those experiences. So yung self natin, we build like this, naging ganito tayo. Okay, we act like this, we behave like this because of our experiences, personal experiences during our early stage. Okay, so we have here the two primary sources that influence our self-concept. So we have here the childhood experiences. Okay, and we also have the evaluation by others. So childhood experiences, so for example, if you have a happy childhood experiences, so that reflects yourself today. So for example, if you have a lot of trauma during your childhood, so that also reflects yourself today. And the evaluation by others, so for example na lang, you are evaluated na ikaw mag-aasawa ka din ng maaga, or ikaw ang bobo-bobo mo, or wala kang alam. So, or sinasabi sa ibang tao that you are very good, or you can do it. Okay? So, it depends. Pwedeng positive, pwedeng negative yung evaluation ng mga tao sa'yo. And it affects, or it builds, or it influences yourself today. So we have here this, marami tayong nakikita dito sa baba ng mga factors. So these perceptions or the perception of beliefs that comprise our self-concept are called self-schemas. So we have here, itong mga naka-enumerate dito, this is the self-schemas. And self-schemas are formed by numerous factors that we may be aware or unaware of, some of which are. So nakikita nyo naman, some of these you are not aware, but most of these you are aware. So first of all, we have this past experience. So sa past experience, it's either we have negative or positive, or we have both. Siyempre lahat tayo both. So we have a good experiences, we have a positive experiences, and we also have these negative experiences. Pero ano ba yung more likely na tumatak sa'yo? Is it the positive or the negative? So we have also the personality traits that we have today, the abilities that you have, the physical features, ito yung self mo ngayon, yung sarili mo, okay, the values of your life, the goals that you have in your life, the social roles, okay, ano ka ba sa surroundings mo ngayon, are you an ate, are you an adik, are you a son or a daughter? So, own observations mo towards your environment and the feedback from other people. So, the way you observe the surroundings, the way you interpret the surroundings, the way you interpret this pandemic, okay? And the way other people interpret it. So, the feedback from others. Ano ba yung sinasabi nila sa'yo as a person? Ikaw ba ay masipag? Ikaw ba ay tamad? Ikaw ba ay mabuting anak o masamang anak? That depends upon your environment. Okay, so some of these are aware ka, but most of these siguro unaware ka. So, depende sa'yo kung ito ba ay big deal sa'yo or not. Siyempre, yung mga big deal sa'yo, yun yung mga aware ka na pagdaanan mo or yun yung mga self-schemas na factors na na-experience mo before and present. So, each factor of our self-schema is dynamic. Ibig sabihin ng dynamic, malawak. Okay? Di ba? Sabi nga dito sa kanina, numerous factors. Ibig sabihin, marami. Etong nakalist dito, hindi ito lahat. Ilan lang ito sa mga factors that affects or influence ourselves. So, it changes as we grow. So, lahat daw ito nag-change as we grow old. So, for example na lang, our personality traits. Nung bata ka, hindi ka naman ganyan. Pero nag-iba ka because of the experiences that you have. Yung physical features mo, syempre, nagbabago yan. Yung mga goals mo in life, nagbabago. For example, nung bata ka, ang gusto mo lang nun maging teacher. Pero as you grow older, na-realize mo na hindi lang pala teacher yung offer na course, marami pa palang courses na in-offer. So, pwede ka maging businesswoman, businessman, pwede ka maging architect, maging magaling sa arts, in painting, in designing, in visualizing, okay? So, marami kang realization as you grow older and yung mga plans mo, goals mo, values, and everything, nag-change pa yan. So, it either improves or regresses. So, it either na mag-improve ka as a person or mag-regress ka. Okay? Or parang, hindi ko kaya. Or mag-regress ka talaga na parang, sana hindi na ako lumaki yan, dami ka ng problema. Okay? So, depende yan sa'yo. The way you see your environment or the way you handle yourself. So, as we go through life every day and may be affected as we expose ourselves to various social media content. So, for example, diba sabi dito, when you expose yourself, it influences you. So, for example, ikaw ay mahilig, example lang ito ikaw ay mahilig manood ng horror. Ngayon, yung horror na ito pinapanood mo, it gives you anxiety or it gives you fear. Ayan. So ngayon, itong fear na to, kinakain ka ng fear, di ba? Every time na mag-isa ka sa bahay, ganon. So ngayon, nag-stop ka ng nanood ng horror. Ayan. Pero, nung after years na hindi ka na expose sa horror, pero yung fear mo is nandun pa rin. Ito yung sinasabi dito ni Wayten. Our self-schemas influence not only current behavior, but also future behavior. So, ibig sabihin, yung mga ginagawa mo ngayon, or kung ano mo yung nakaka-influence, kung saan mo man ina-expose yung self mo, that influence you yourself, at saka sa future na self mo, and the future behavior na meron ka. So, according to Rogers, we want to feel, experience, and behave in ways which are consistent with our self-image and which reflect what we would like to be like, our ideal self. So, ibig sabihin, tayo daw ng mga tao, or as a person, as a human, gusto mo ma-feel, maramdaman, ma-experience, and mag-behave kung ano yung gusto mong maging. So, if we talk about self-image, that is you, and the ideal self, that is what you want to be. So, for example, you want to be a successful person. So, dapat yung mga actions mo ngayon that describes your ideal self. So, for example, you want to be a successful person pero tamad ka. So, that is not your ideal self. Yung self-image mo, it does not speak or it does not connect your ideal self. So, dapat close sila. Sabi nga dito, the closer our self-image and ideal self are to each other, the more consistent or congruent we are, and the higher sense of self-worth. So, ibig sabihin, dapat magkatugma. Magtugma dapat yung self-image mo sa ideal self mo. Okay, para masabi mo congruent or sila ay tugma, consistent. Ayan. Diba pag sinabi natin congruent, ito ay tugma sa isa't isa. So, for example, gusto mo maging accountant, gusto mo maging businesswoman, businessman, gusto mo maging teacher, Pero yung mga attitudes mo ngayon is hindi tugma doon sa ideal self mo. So that is incongruent. So a person is said to be in a state of incongruence if some of the totality of their experience is unacceptable to them and is denied or distorted in the self-image. Ayan. So kapag hindi tugma ang self-image mo doon sa ideal self mo, nagkakaroon ng incongruence, hindi tugma. So sabi dito, yung incongruence daw kapag the totality of your experience is unacceptable to them and is denied or distorted in the self-image. So for example, yung sinasabi ko kanina na pag ikaw lumaki ka na hindi ka pinipraise o hindi ka sinusupport ng mga tao. So ngayon nagkakaroon ka ng unacceptable feeling, unacceptable na mga feedbacks from other people. So ngayon ang ginagawa mo, distorted ka na. You are giving up, you are doubting to yourself. So ngayon dinideny mo na yung gusto mong maging. So dapat hindi gano'n. 'Di ba? Palagi kong sinasabi sa inyo na if other people will throw you a stone, if tapunan ka man nila ng iba't ibang mga bad na sinasabi sa inyo, wag mong itapon ang stone. Kunin mo yung mga stone na tinatapon nila sa iyo kahit masakit. And yung stone na yan, gawin mong stepping stone para makapag-move forward ka sa life mo. Kasi kung yung stone na yun is hinahayaan mo lang na mapuno, hindi ka makapag-move forward, magiging barrier mo na ito or magiging hadlang na yung mga stone para makamit mo ang iyong pangarap or yung dream mo, yung ideal self mo. So you need to get that stone, gawin mo siyang, ikaw mag-arrange, gawin mo siyang stepping stone. Okay? So we have here the humanistic approach states that is composed of concepts unique to ourselves. The self-concept includes three components. So meron tayong self-worth. So we will mauna tayo sa self-worth. So the self-worth or the self-esteem, it comprises what we think about ourselves. So ibig sabihin mo, ano yung tingin mo sa self mo, that is your self-worth. So for example, if tingin mo sa self mo is cheap ka lang, or yung tingin mo sa self mo is very low, so that is yourself. Yan yung standard mo. Okay, so you set your own standards. So Rogers believed feelings of self-worth develop in early childhood. Di ba pinag-usapan natin kay Freud and kay Eric Erikson, especially kay Eric Erikson, in the first stage in the childhood, doon mo ma-develop yung trust versus mistrust, di ba? So sa first stage pa lang, doon mo na makikita yung the worth of the person. Diba, dun sa kay Freud din, dun sa oral at saka anal phase, doon mo makikita yung ability o yung magiging ugali ng isang tao in the future because of the childhood experiences. Okay? And it will form from the interaction of the child with the mother and father. So, it depends. Pwede yung guardian mo. So, napo-form ang self-esteem or self-worth nung childhood ka. Kung sino nag-aalaga sa unang bata ka. So, I just want to relate you the self-worth, yung sa story ng battle. Hindi ko alam kung napakinggan nyo na yun sa Facebook. Yung absolute battle. So, I have a battle today, pero wet yung brand niya. So, yung wet na brand nito na battle ko is it costs 12 pesos here in the UNP. Then, kapag pupunta kayo sa airport, siguro it costs 75 pesos. Tapos pupunta kayo ng Boracay, siguro it costs 150 pesos. Ayan, kung napanood nyo na yun, di ba? That really nakaka-strike siya ng life. So, di ba, ang message doon is same battle, same tubig, same brand, pero iba't iba yung prices sa different places. So, ibig sabihin, yung worth mo is hindi lang siya magsistay dyan kung saan ka ngayon. So, malay mo, kung hindi man nakita yung worth mo today, kung nasan ka ngayon, malay mo someday, makikita yan ng ibang mga tao. Kung pupunta ka man ng ibang lugar or mag-work ka man in the future, malay mo doon ka uusbong. So, yung self-worth mo, it depends upon you kung paano mo ito papangalagaan and paano mo, for example, nakikita mo na hindi ka productive, nakikita mo na hindi ka pinapahalagahan, ba't ka pa magsistay, di ba? So, hindi na, wag ka na magstay. Malay mo, like someone or some other groups will let you feel that you are worth it. Ikaw ay may worth as a person. Ayun, the self-image. And yun pala pinag-focus ito ni Carl Rogers is yung self-worth mo, ikaw ang mag-set. The way you think about yourself. Ayan. So, let's proceed to self-image. So, self-image is how we see ourselves, which is important to good psychological health. Diba self-image, ikaw, kung ano ka ngayon, you are a student today. So, that is your self. So, self-image includes the influence of our body image on inner personality. At a simple level, we might perceive ourselves as a good or a bad person. So, ikaw din mag-set ng self-image mo. Ano ba yung tingin mo sa self mo? Are you a good person or a bad person? Are you beautiful or ugly? So, for example, pagising mo ng umaga, pagtingin mo sa mirror, ang unang sabihin mo, "Hala, pangit naman yung nasa mirror." That's yourself. Wake up. Gising-gising. That's yourself. So, you need to say, "Hey, you're beautiful. Hey, ang gwapo mo." You need to lift up yourself. Hindi yung ikaw mismo yung bababa sa self mo. Yung self mo na nga lang yung kakampi mo, binababa mo pa. You need to lift up yourself also. Do not expect that. Huwag ka na mag-antay like someone will get you up. Okay? So, ikaw mismo, you need to have the courage to lift up yourself na i-praise mo yung self mo. But not all the time naman yung parang masyado na tayong mayabang. In the sense that it helps you. Okay, so self-image affects how a person thinks. So for example, kung tingin mo sa self mo that you are good, you are teachable, you are beautiful, or you're handsome, you are capable, you have worth. So, yun yung mga tingin mo sa self mo. It really affects you and magiging positive ka. At maghapon, nagiging maganda ang hapon mo. Pero pag umagang-umaga pa lang, sinasabi mo na sa self mo na ang bobo mo, ang pangit mo, wala kang silbi. Wala. Yan din yung magiging self mo. And yan yung iisipin mo, yan yung magiging buhay mo. So, kung anong iniisip mo, yan yung magiging ikaw. Okay? So, self-image affects how a person thinks, feels, behaves in this world. Then we have the last one, the humanistic approach, the ideal self. So, kanina pinag-usapan na natin to about the ideal self. We are talking about kung ano yung gusto mo maging ikaw. So, kung gusto mong maging teacher, gusto mong maging businessman, businesswoman, gusto mong maging accountant, ano pa yung gusto mo in the future, okay, that is you. So, this is the person who we would like to be. So, for example, ako, gusto ko maging psychologist, gusto ko magkaroon ng business, gusto ko maging psychiatrist. So, anong mangyayari o ano yung gagawin ko to be like that? So, I need to be goal-centered. Kailangan kong gawin yung mga dapat kong gawin. So, for example, gusto mo naman maging professional in the future, ang tamad-tamad mo naman ngayon. So, that is incongruency. Ibig sabihin, hindi tugma yung action mo sa gusto mo maging. So, dapat you need to act also. You need to help yourself. So, it consists your goals, ambitions, and it is dynamic. So, it is forever changing. Even yung goals mo today, it will change in the future. Kasi nga, the way you learn, the way you know more, and the way you know na konti pa pala yung alam mo. So, the ideal self in childhood is not the ideal self in our teens. For example, nung bata ka, ideal self mo noon, nung childhood mo is gusto mo lang maging Powerpuff Girls, gusto mo lang maging Power Ranger, gusto mo lang maging Bumblebee, gusto mo lang maging Voltes 5. Yun lang naman yung mga ideal self mo noon, yun yung mga gusto mo noon. Pero ngayon, naging teens ka na, magti-20 na kayo, nag-iba na yung mga goals ninyo. Kayo naman, gusto niyo pa ba maging Powerpuff Girls? Gusto niyo pa ba maging Power Ranger? O maging Voltes 5? Or maging Dragon Ball Z? Di ba hindi na? Kasi nasa real life ka na. And now, you are seeing yourself to become a professional in the future. So kapag gusto mo maging professional, do your best. Okay. So we have here this diagram, okay, sasabi ni Rogers dito that we have these two selves, the ideal self and the real self. So let's focus on this real self then to ideal self. So sabi sa real self, who we are actually are. So ngayon, you're a student, you're a son, you're a daughter, kapatid ka, so real self mo yan. Sa ideal self, person we want to be. So, gusto mo maging accountant, gusto mo maging business, ano pa yung gusto mo gusto mo maging painter, the best painter. Okay, gusto mo maging the best visual communicator in the future. Gusto mo maging teacher, the best teacher. So, ano yung gusto mo ngayon? Ngayon pa lang, you need to do your best, okay? So, how I see myself, ano yung tingin mo ngayon? Are you beautiful? Are you handsome? Are you good? Are you bad? Okay, the way you see. So, the ideal self is the version of ourselves. Okay, selves yan. So, ano yung gusto mong maging self in the future? Gusto mong maging, gusto mo magsuot ng mga professional attire, mga ganon? Or gusto mo na lang maging, maging janitor? Or maging TikTokers ka na lang? Diba? So, the real self also called the actual self. So, ngayon, sa ideal self, how we should be. Okay, so ngayon pa lang, you need to choose. You need to choose your path. Ikaw yung gumagawa kung ano ka, ano ka. Kung ano yung gusto mo maging, yun yung ginagawa mo ngayon. Kung ano yung actions mo, di ba? Sabi nga kanina. Kung ano yung mga actions mo today, the behavior mo today, it will affect you in the future. So ngayon pa lang, you need to change something. Sabi nga nila, if you want to change how you think. If you want to be a better person, change how you think. Change how you think yourself. You are good, you are beautiful, you are handsome. Okay, you have worth. You are you are who you are and you deserve better. So ikaw mismo, you need to lift up yourself, okay? So that's all for today in the Rogers theory, and it is very ang ganda ng topic na ito. I myself learned about this real self and ideal self. So kung ano ka ngayon, it will reflect you in the future. Okay? So kung ano ka ngayon, kailangan mong tanggalin yung mga bagay na hindi nakakabuti sa'yo sa future. Okay, so that's all for today. Thank you for listening to my class, and I will just post this thing, Google Classroom. Bye-bye.